from Gloucester suffered a back injury at work. This was made worse by a subsequent car crash. Surgeons have told the former psychiatric nurse that they cannot operate on her spine anymore for fear of paralysing her. But the damaged nerves mean she is prone to serious falls. So she's familiar with Gloucestershire Royal Hospital's A&E Department.
On 3 occasions I was left in the corridor until space was found. One occasion I was taken in and put in front of the nurse's desk. The longest time I was in the corridor was 7 hours, was the whole time I was in there. I was in the corridor. I was aware, the one time I was in there, it was so chaotic.
Jo makes it clear that she has nothing but admiration for the staff and their dedication. But she says they are so busy they seem to be fighting an uphill battle and are stressed and tired.
And this is the problem, because those nurses want to give the best possible care that they can. And they are exhausting themselves. They are wearing themselves out. And you can see the anxiety on their faces. They're exhausted, but they are still giving exemplary care. And I will say that the care you get when you get there is exemplary, but those nurses are worn out. I can remember at one point I was just sort of saying to them, how are you doing? And one of the nurses was close to tears. And she said, I am so tired. And they are anxious. And the nurse said, she said, I go home at the end of the shift and it takes me 3-4 hours to unwind before I can even think about getting some sleep. She said, and then I'm lucky if I have 4 or 5 hours before I'm back in.
Jo's biggest fear is that something dreadful will happen.
And unfortunately, what we tend to see is it's only when something big happens, when somebody dies unnecessarily and there's a major investigation. That's when they react and they go, oh, okay, we'll put more things in place.
In response, the hospital trust says the safety of all of our patients is our priority, and we are sorry to learn about this patient's recent experience. The urgent and emergency care system in Gloucestershire is under high demand at the moment. Higher numbers of poorly patients and infection control requirements for safe working in response to COVID-19 have put pressure on our emergency departments. Despite additional staffing, these combined factors mean that it can take longer for individual patients to be seen. In other news, pictures released by Highways England show the extent of damage caused to the M5 motorway after a double-decker bus caught fire. 2 lanes of the carriageway in North Somerset were damaged in the blaze. No passengers were on board.